We started?
Yeah.
This is reasonable ignorance.
Not yet.
Yes, sir.
Now,
This is the ignorant shit you like.
I am King
This is the ignorant shit you like. This is the ignorant shit you like. Come on. This is the ignorant shit you like.
Motherfucker got a 9 chasing a chicken. Bombs!
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. We're back. Me and Magic Mike only tonight like this. The original essence is here.
That's how we started.
Shout out to Sound Guy Mike, a.k.a. Catfish Jesus.
What's up, world? What's up, world?
Z-Man on the camera. What's happening?
What up?
Z-Man is a party too now. He bought a 6-pack of Heineken's. Man.
That's all it takes for you, huh?
Man, that's all it takes.
A new edition song and a 6-pack of Heineken, and you're everybody's best friend. Bombs!
Might drink the Heineken and bust my enemy upside his head. I don't give a fuck.
You just went on record as saying that you have to listen to Ralph Tresvant's voice to keep you from going nuts and doing some physically harm to other people.
Get it right, man.
Is that true?
Don't act like listen, get it right. I said that keep me from shooting niggas at night.
Pop!
Exactly.
God damn, them motherfucking bang. Pop that shit again, man. You hear that shit?
Yeah, we was doing a mic.
Yeah.
We was doing a mic check, and I started singing "Lost in Love." I said,
Yeah!
Ralph the shit, he keeps me calm. Not no damn whispers and lost and turned out with Olivia.
Hey, look, check this out, right? I went to go get my hair cut. Was it Saturday or Friday?
Was it Friday? Had to be Friday.
No, it was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Came into the shop Saturday. Of course, you know, DJ Heineken, a.k.a. Magic Mike, goes into his spiel and starts DJing on his phone. And I swear, for the last 5-6 fucking days, I've been playing nothing but the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers.
What's wrong with the Isley Brothers?
Nothing. But DJ Heineken, a.k.a. Magic Mike 32, on Twitter and on Instagram, played the Isley Brothers, and he played this one song called All in My Lover's Eyes. It's a stepping record.
Right.
That they use a stepping record, but there wasn't no stepping record back then. I don't know. Anyway, it came out in the 80 and 81. I swear, as the law's my witness, I've been playing that one fucking record for 75 times. I cannot get the fucking record out of my mind.
So look at the state of Chicago today. A lot of shit going on, right?
Right.
A lot of craziness. Niggas walking with their ass out. Niggas walking out in the middle of traffic. Like the car's supposed to stop for them like they're a fucking bus or something.
Okay.
And they mean mug you. It's a lot of distress out here.
Right.
You need certain songs to calm you down. I've been listening to this Mary J. Blige song called Changes I've Been Going Through on the Mary What's the 401 remix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the way Teddy remixed it. And it's just, music is supposed to calm the savage beast, not provoke it.
How many times can you listen to that one record?
I've been listening to it for the last 4 weeks in the car.
4 weeks in the car.
Yeah, that's the only song I've been playing.
Sunday,
It's number 11.
Sunday, I'm at the popcorn shop. I played this one record all day. This one record, then I found another record that came right after because I went to the album on Tidal and played I Do It All For You by the Isley Brothers. Like I said, this album came out in 1981. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you had producers, arrangers, songwriters,
Composers.
Yeah, you had all this shit, and you had
Cocaine.
Yeah.
that too. But you had a different feeling. They wasn't calling them women bitches out on the record.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they probably felt that way at some point in time. I know Brown Isley did.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You wasn't. It was a different love moment then. You know what I mean? They use a woman up and with all the slick talking this and that and fuck her around, we'll make another 2 or 3 kids outside of her family and fuck her life up. And then by the time you come along and get 8, 9 years old, you got to go to church all the time because she don't trust no man no more. So she putting all her trust in the spiritual God, which is Jesus.
Pop it.
Because some nigga knew how to use his pen like what's the guy, Gamble and Huff in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
You know, the songs they wrote. Me and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah.
And they said they seen that go on a daily basis. So they used to go eat. They used to go come from the studio, go downstairs and have their lunch, or they, get something to eat in the restaurant. And they would see this dude meet up with his side piece.
Right.
And they had to change the name to Me and Mrs. Jones because they knew the two of them name.
Right.
But they was talking about we got a thing going on. Like,
Right.
Basically this is my side piece, you know what I'm saying? But it's the dynamics of love is so crazy. Like some people get so far in love that they can never love another person ever again in life. But then some people are just in love for the business of love.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
Some people just in love for the
What do you mean by that?
the business, like they just in love, like she can't stand her husband. He not the man that she really is attracted to.
Like,
But he's a great working man. He has a great job.
Just
He's
to give
a
you an
real
example.
man.
Hey, I was
Just to take care of his family.
Just to give you an example,
But then you have Magic Mike on the side dropping dick off on him.
I'm dropping dick off. Shout out to Lil Duval with that one.
Ain't
You
that
still got to work on
90%?
that song that you got to come out with, Mike.
Yeah, those was my old days. I don't do that.
No, we got to come out. We got to come out with that song.
Wednesdays because I'm in there doing podcasts. Thursdays I got your wife in the back of the shop. But listen,
Damn.
Pop it. I mean, but you realize, like I said, he was playing all these songs. He went from Isley Brothers to Shaka Khan. Then went to his money player right there, Alexander O'Neal. Didn't play Johnny Gill. Didn't play New Edition. Controversy.
You didn't play any New Edition?
because they expect me to play that, but I know how to get
They was gonna
some-
ridicule the shit out of his ass, especially the guy right next to him named Black.
I could care less about them ridiculing me.
Did you play any Bobby Brown?
No.
Of course I did not, because I gave them all that shit the night before. Because they've been fucking with me ever since the concert. But you gotta, like, music is common. But what they don't know is when you drinking and the music making you feel a different way, certain type of way,
Hell yeah.
it really makes you drink more. So you can really get into it. Like, it's R&B, then it's slow song, it's medium R&B, the contemporary, then it's the slow songs. It's the song that you really can't play. You can't really play As Relayed by Shorty by a lady that's been cheated on multiple times.
Yeah.
You can't play Silly of Me by Denise Williams.
Have you ever heard that song
By a
before?
side chick.
Which song?
As We Lay? By Shirley Murdoch? Z-Man, you
But if
familiar with that record?
Yeah,
I don't know
you know
about
it,
names,
just-
but if I heard it, I probably
This
know.
morning,
Hey.
sunlight shines across your sleeping
This is
face.
what I want you to
That
do.
sound familiar.
Hey, bitch, what the fuck is you singing for? You fuck my family up. You need to come over here and get my clothes with me, because this bitch could put me out. You let me sleep till the sun came up? Bitch, I'm dead.
Right.
This is your assignment as a producer and engineer.
You got me fucked up.
Go listen to, go when you leave here, go on YouTube and listen to that fucking record.
Text me the name of the song.
It's called As We Lay. I will. As We Lay by Shirley Murdoch. That record caused so much controversy in the households back in the 80s. We talking about between 82 to 86.
No. It was
That's like
it came out
87.
86.
Yeah.
Came out 86?
86, 87.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I promise you, I guarantee you. Yeah, when it come out.
That was Rogers. Remember Zap?
Look it up right quick.
Yeah, that came out in
You know,
We have Z-Man, the research department.
When I
Look
used to go to clubs a lot and shit like that, like when I used to be out in Cali, there's only like I'd be drinking, and I know what you're talking about. Like music can definitely put you in a different mood, especially when you out and you drinking.
Go
You
ahead.
know, and you're out and you're drinking and be in a good mood and shit like that, bitches is twerking and all that, and then next thing you know, Lil Jon tear the club up, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
81?
And then
86, man.
86?
I told you.
that was a year after I was born, but then
I'm
Lil
glad
Jon would come on, I'm fighting niggas.
Yeah, you would fight. You gonna fight with Lil Jon. I'm glad that we didn't bet.
No, I wouldn't have bet you on that because I basically know the music.
86 when As We Lay came out.
Yeah.
It caused so much controversy. Sound guy Mike Z-Man, Magic Mike, that the talk was this was the side chicks anthem. It gave them a voice. You know what I'm saying? It gave them a voice, but she was hated for making that kind of fucking record.
If your mama had a pretty friend and your mama was ugly, when that song came out, she probably wasn't friends with the pretty girl. You 9 times out of 10,
Yo, the side chick. There's always a need for side chicks. Man.
Because a man always has a woman, always has had a wonder in eye. Always. And my uncle told me that years ago. You know what's better than some pussy? I said, what? He said, some new pussy.
Bombs!
And that fucked me up.
Wait, man. Come on, man. You cannot cheat. Don't cheat Magic Mike when he make them cliche punchlines. Let's try this again. Say it again, Magic.
My uncle told me, you know what's better than some pussy? I said, no, what? He said, some new pussy. And you got to really understand that. It take a minute. Because at the time he called me when I was fucked up. But my little high school sweetheart.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Okay.
And I was fucked up.
Yeah.
And she nigga, I wasn't doing nothing. But she was mature than me.
Was this the kerosene sex chick?
Yeah.
Okay.
The best
I understand.
The best that ever peed.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
When I used to have headaches about it, and after being over the house and all that, no heat.
as a side note, you can tell that Delcia's not here.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Love you, Dusty.
Shout out to Delcia.
He's coming in a quick love you.
She's down in Texas. She took a flight down to Texas because she heard about Applebee's having all-you-can-eat wings. $13. Her and 2 friends went down to Dallas, Texas to go eat all-you-can-eat wings at Applebee's. All flats.
Yeah,
All flats.
Let me know you bring the taser or the mace.
I want to clear out.
Taser and the mace. That's y'all little thing. Y'all do that.
All flats and all the you-can-eat wings. She's right now in the hotel room somewhere in Texas, rubbing her belly, farting, and full.
She's trying to listen to this right now.
Pop it.
You motherfucker.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Hold on. Shout out to my man, Sour Dutch. He came through last week. Shout out to him. He called me and let me know. He moved to the eye with a fat white chick named Katie Lou. She did his dreads. He sat in between her legs. She's 300-something pounds. He's in love.
Sour.
Katie Lou
No.
and Sour Dutch. They both smoking weed right now. He quit the post office, said fuck it. He took a drive up there with her.
Gotta be lying.
Moved up there with her and her 2 kids.
Are you a Cyclone from Iowa State or a Hawkeye with the Iowa? No, you can't do that, man.
Sour sold out to the white woman.
Not the big girls.
All the black women should be mad about Sour Dutch. Yes, that deep voice. He's got his big nose and some white bitch pussy as we
So he
speak
ain't
right
gonna be
now.
on the podcast no more.
I hope not. Bombs!
Yeah, they gonna be here waiting on you, boy. That's why I came today, because I understand why because you was late last week and we got at you.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I knew what was going. I knew what was happening.
Yeah,
I knew what was
we got at
happening.
you. We got at you. Real quick,
Go ahead.
I just want y'all rewind right quick. Chime in on the Facebook page for Reasonable Ignorance podcast fans, and let us know what music calms you. what songs calm you down, and what song do you play repeatedly? 9 times out of 10, if you played Tupac, Thug Life, I ain't got time for bitches, gotta keep my mind on my motherfucking riches. 9 times out of 10, you call it domestic.
Pop it.
If you played bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, the last song on the Chronic, you played that because you thought about somebody that hurt you deeply, that you really were feeling, and she didn't give you the time of day. So that song takes you to another place and puts you in that my gangster mode shit. But you probably bought a teddy bear back from Great America, or took her to Great America and she played you when you got back. Wouldn't hug the nigga next door to her. So. Let you know on the way back. You know I ain't really feeling you like that. But bitch, you should have said that.
Thanks for the teddy bear, though.
Should have said that before we got. But don't you like to see them girls now they be busted?
Yeah.
You catch them at the gas station with no bra on. Like, you see that's a big nipples.
Yeah.
Got 12 kids, huh?
That's what
Pop it. Hey, check this out. That's the truth. I mean, you ever run into some of the bras that you like, damn.
they look fucked up now.
Bitch, you should have gave me a shot of ass. I done came across a couple of them. You should have gave me you were supposed to give me a shot of ass, but you clowned me back in high school and shit.
That be the Lord working in a mysterious way.
And then you
He
see
could have had you stuck in that situation.
Joe, that shit's called karma. What you talking
Yeah,
about?
he could have had you stuck in it. Like old girl I used to write. I can't say her name because we cool now.
yeah.
I used to write her a letter every day, and every day she circle no. And to this day, when I see her, she be slapped drunk,
Really?
burping, and Michael, bring me $2 to the door, all in the door of the shop. Slapped,
Wow.
drunk.
Wow.
And I'll be like, thank you, Lord.
But
I feel you on that. I feel
Thank
you
you,
on
Lord.
that 100%.
I could not say this.
you ain't come across. Now you mean to tell me? Let me ask you this: when you have, because you're the king of 1988 Harper. Harbor High School has never been on the map other than this guy here. He's the king of Harper High School. 80s classes. Niggas in 90s did not graduate.
It's a few of them, Vanessa Faction.
Who?
Vanessa Faction.
What year?
98. Your boy did. Trauma.
That's 2
98.
niggas. Bombs. 2 niggas.
Quite a few people graduated, man. You just don't know.
Right. I don't know anybody from Harper High School but him and Trauma, and that's it.
Run over there and just say GDK. Everybody graduated gonna whoop your ass.
Pop it. I'm not gonna do that. That's suicide right there. What was I about to say?
Termites.
What was I saying?
The girls, like if I ran.
Yeah, have you run into some of the women that didn't give you a shot of ass back then?
Yeah, I'm proud they did.
You proud?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they took a turn for the worse. You know, life got a little rough on them. You know, they ain't indulging a little bit more than the Hennessy and the beer. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so you look at a girl like she ain't never listen to this. Keisha, when I was going with my high school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Keisha I used to kiss her.
Okay.
Because I was liking her.
Right.
So I knew my high school sweetheart was really my sweetheart at the time. So this was like the first 3 weeks. So I kissed Keisha one day. She had some red lipstick on, so I called myself wiping my lips off. Because I know my girl gonna be coming around the corner in a second. So I look at Jarrell, like my boy Jarrell, like, man, my lipstick gone? He said, yeah. Who comes right around the corner? She's like, who you been kissing?
Damn.
So I had to run to somebody like, I got lipstick on? Nigga, my lips was red. 40 red cherry melon.
You went in acting mode, huh?
Nigga, I was at Jarrell. I said, nigga, I thought you said the lipstick was gone. He was like, oh, that's what you said? Like, nigga. Man, that girl didn't talk to me for like about, probably like the rest of the day. This is like third period. So, you know, that's like, you fucked up now. So now I gotta tell Keisha, like, look, I go with dimples. You can't be kissing on me like that. And I gotta make this scene in front of my girlfriend at the time. And she played it cool. But when she saw me alone that next day, she said, "Nigga, you kissing me." You know, you came to me kissing me every day. But I seen her one day, man. To make this long ass story short, I seen her like about 2 years after high school, and she was popped off.
Yeah.
And that hurt me. And all her girls stayed. They maintained. You know what I mean? Like they're my girls now. When we do the reunions, their birthdays, all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lisa Young, Tina Tolliver, Alicia Moffett, O'Shawn Lipscomb, Jackie, all the girls, Tony, you know what I'm saying? They all maintained. And she the only one that really fell off and succumbed to the drugs. And it fucked me up. And one day I seen a man like 2 or 3 years after that. I seen her, I was like, how you doing? You all right? And she was limping. I was like, what happened? She's like, I got shot getting off the bus. What? Shot getting off the bus. I'm like, they shooting women now. But, you know, it was just the lifestyle she was living, man. And it was just like terrible to me.
Right.
And I felt so sorry for her. But then she got clean. And then she sent me a Facebook request. And I was like, damn, she still dressed like she in 87, 88.
You know, the same, what you said, you know what I'm saying, with the bitch we pop now. It was the same thing for me when I went down to Mississippi and seen my soon-to-be ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the last time I seen her, she was bad than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? She was thick as hell, you know, and she was pushing my kid and another kid, you know what I'm saying, getting on the plane. That's the last time I seen her. You know, 12 years later, I go down to Mississippi and shit, see her after 12 years and shit. Pop the fuck off, Joe. And then how you were like, man, thank you, Jesus. You know, and that's how I felt. I was just looking at her while she was just sitting there snapping and yelling and being just ratchet and ghetto and shit. And I was just looking at her like, I'm so glad I ain't with you right now. Like, damn. Like, that saved me. Her taking out like that saved me from all the bullshit that she was finna bring, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, Joe. And then when you just look at it, you know, it's just...
You ever
like,
see that?
Damn, how the fuck did I end up with you?
And it goes for the fellas, too.
Right.
Like the guys would be like, nigga, you was smoother than this. What happened?
Or the ones, I knew this Mexican homie, he was real clean cut, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Got really big in the coat, man. Next thing you know, he completely changed, dude. I was like, what the fuck, man? I can't stop fucking with him.
It's a reason why your classmates tell you look nice.
What's the reason?
Because you don't know it. Because you see yourself every day. You upkeep yourself. So you kind of like complacent with where you are.
Right.
But then you see that one nigga, you be like, damn, nigga. You graduated with
Yeah, right.
like the class of 68, nigga. What the fuck have you been doing? And they don't, you know, like everybody. A chick told me this summer, she's like, Mike, you aging well. I was like, thank you, baby. You know, I appreciate you. You are too.
Yeah.
And I really meant it because, you know, she was looking nice. And she was like, where your lady at? I was like, probably somewhere with your man.
Hey,
joke
you ain't
side.
telling that shit.
I promise you, you know, I always talk like that with my classmates. Because they don't expect me to be preaching and shit. You know, they don't want none of that shit. If I say the Bible verse, they probably all fall out dead. Like, nigga, you read the Bible? Because I'm so terrible. And I'm going to speak my mind no matter what. I'm not going to go in there. I'm never going to go somewhere and not be me. The first time you met me, I was being me.
Right.
And that's the only person I could be. I can't fake the funk with you. And that's what I tell people at the job. Why you want this job? Because I'm broke, I need it, motherfucker.
I need this
I'm hungry, the motherfucker.
I got kids to feed. Fuck you
I ain't
talking
even had no kids. Man. I ain't been doing no interviews for no jobs in a long time. I'm a creative job.
Right.
Like, this is a job to me. Hopefully we get some sponsors if Jamal ever get out his phone. God damn.
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast now on SoundCloud, now on Apple Podcasts, anywhere where you find podcasts. Download, subscribe, leave a review, comment, share, bombs. I made a statement today, and of course, it touched the nerve inside of at Magic Mike 32 on Instagram and Twitter. I said, Z-Man and Catfish Jesus. I said, Lamar Odem is the Bobby Brown of the NBA.
I almost flipped the van over I was in.
Lamar Odem is the Bobby Brown of the NBA.
Elaborate on that. What you mean by that?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
A story came out today. You read the story? Mm-hmm. Did you hear the story? You hear the story?
I seen the headline, but I didn't read it.
He was supposed to be going gambling. He went. He has a girlfriend, a white girlfriend, up in Portland, Oregon, or something. He wanted to go gambling. Didn't have any money. He got $20,000 in debt. He lost $10,000, and they wanted $20,000. I guess somebody loaned him some money, gave him some money, or whatever. Period. So, in essence, he couldn't come out with the bread. They kidnapped him in Portland for 2 days. Recently. Till they came up with the bread. Now, the story's on Black Sports Online. I'm going to go to it very shortly. But like I said, I made my statement. I still stand by it. Mike took offense, of course, because whenever you say anything about Bobby Brown or
Robert Brassford Brown,
New Edition, that's just sends him over somewhere else.
Michael Lamar Bivens.
Okay.
I don't see the connection still.
Bobby Brown, crack, cocaine. Crack and cocaine.
He was kidnapped by a guy named Preacher.
Wait. Now, come on now. Don't do that now. Hold on. Let me finish making my point. Then you can interject with your, whatever.
Yeah.
It's ready.
Bobby Brown was on crack and did cocaine.
Right.
Lamar Odem was on crack and did cocaine.
Okay. Okay, those are
Bobby Brown got kidnapped. Lamar Odem got kidnapped. Bobby Brown had heart attacks, strokes. Lamar Odem had 12 heart attacks and 6 strokes while at the Bunny Ranch.
Damn.
Lamar, high-profile relationship marriage to Chloe. Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can keep going.
Now when you put it in that kind
Four.
of
You got 4 things right there.
Okay, wait.
Leaving out something.
Wait. They both dark skinned. They both from the East Coast. Bombs.
Damn, Mike, you might be.
They both talk out the side of their neck, out the side of their face. Bombs. That's 7, baby. Magic Mike, your turn.
Most important thing.
What's that?
They earned all that cash. They paid for their shit.
And blew the money. Bombs. Blew all the fucking money.
But if they wasn't such interesting figures, you wouldn't even be talking about it. Are you talking about Big Brother that's on the side of the barber shop? Hell no. How many people is drunks, bewildered, homeless, fucked up? How many crackheads with nothing you talk about? You're talking about one of the biggest icons of an era.
Okay.
Bobby Brown.
Right.
And one of them played with the Lakers. And won 2 championships with Kobe Bryant after Shaq.
Right.
It was traded for Shaq.
Right.
As a throw-in.
Who had great parties, NBA parties, had great NBA stories and everything. But Lamar Odem is the Bobby Brown of the NBA. Bombs!
Drugs is not who they are, it's just something they did. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. That fucked you up. It's not who they are, it's just something they did. Alright?
You are enabling.
Huh?
You are enabling and covering over the truth.
One of them is
Lamar Odem is the NBA version of Bobby Brown. Bottom line.
One of them plays in my favorite basketball team ever, the Lakers. And one of them just happens to be my favorite artist. One of my favorite artists of all time.
Hey,
I don't have nothing bad to say about them.
I understand.
Or Alexander O'Neal.
Okay, but when I said that shit, it caught when I said that shit, it caught niggas off guard. Niggas was like, I want to see where you're going with this. And I laid it all out. I gave you I just gave y'all 7 points now. On Twitter, I gave 5 points earlier. You know what I'm saying? But look at all those similarities between those two. Like I said, Magic said something, caught little wind, the feeling of it and everything. And I understand.
You know who his favorite player is? Antoine Walker. He did none of that. He broke as a motherfucker and went to one abandoned house right now. He had to sell his championship rings. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's my guy. He came in the barbershop, he almost cried. He'd seen Antoine Walker come in the barbershop. He'd seen him broke and penniless. He had on some L1s walking on the back of him. Yeah. Some tight ass motherfucking joggers.
He wasn't walking on the back of his hand.
He's seen them.
No.
That's where he walked. That's depressed.
Tight.
Like, smush the back down.
Listen, man.
Walk on the back of that mother.
The same
And turn
time.
him into slippers.
I told you I lost my virginity. When was in the house? There was no heat.
Yeah.
I done been over there to his house and there was no heat.
Oh my God.
You been over what?
Yeah.
This
The same time he was walking over there, that's why I told him, man,
This
you gotta
was-
come to the shop, man. I'm not coming to that motherfucking house no more.
This was when what was it about? What was that? Was it 8 years ago?
It wasn't even that long ago, man. I'm gonna tell you when it was. When he was hanging at the barbershop really tough. When the kid got killed in the Simeon Morgan Park gang in Chicago State. Yeah.
Okay. So it was a couple of years ago. Was Derek playing then? Was
Yeah.
Fidel then?
Yeah.
When he came in the shop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or was he playing for the Bulls then?
He's playing with the Bulls.
Okay. So this was relatively about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was taken aback as this guy changes the subject from what I'm talking about as far as Lamar.
It don't make a difference of what
I change the
talking about the
subject.
parallels. Them niggas had all that money. They did what they did. They had the elaborate relationships, the marriages or whatever, the celebrity marriages. This and that. They fucked their money off. They had habits. What was his habit?
Who, Lamar Odom?
No, Antoine Walker.
Gambling.
Taking care of niggas, trusting a nigga with his money over, and then he tried to take out $500,000 and give it to Evelyn. Yeah, and they took $250 of that because you can't do that. He didn't know because he trusted too many people. And I said that because you fucking with Antoine Walker, man.
Yeah,
Fucking with
Antoine Walker during the era of when he was really at the apex and when he was really a baller. He was one of my favorite players. We used to go, me and him, me and Magic, we used to see each other down at the Pro-Am back during the 90s, going into the 2000s, when it was at
RT.
Grammar school? I used to play.
Used to play him in grammar school?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Visitation.
I went to St. Leo.
St. Leo? Right on.
I played with No Tree. You know Brian. No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
so the thing about it is, with Antoine, when he came into that barbershop, he supposedly had a lifetime contract with Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to see him with some cheap ass Air Force Ones.
That broke Jamal's heart so bad.
I'm sitting next to my fucking idol, just looking at him and shit. Like, god damn. I'm like, man, where the fuck did Adidas at?
Tear coming.
What Adidas at? I got on Adidas 3 stripes and shit. I bought his shoes, them crazy 8s back in the day.
Jamal's face was so fucked up. He sat in the shop after I cut Swan. He sat in the shop for a whole another 30 minutes like, I can't believe he that fucked up.
I would be like that if I seen probably any member of the Wu-Tang Clan like that. I'd be fucked up. I'd be like, what?
But you might get a lift one day if you're in New York and California.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, no, I don't. No, you know what? No, Capadonna. I don't like. Yeah, Capadonna's part of him, but I don't really. He's not like.
He really was supposed to be.
No, that nigga's cold. That nigga's Capadonna.
I didn't say he wasn't cold. I just said he's not like. I
He
really
wasn't on the first album because he just got locked up. But he really was supposed to be on the first album.
Right.
But doing the recording, and so that's why they made sure he got on the next album and ghosted them projects because he was really a member.
That nigga said every other day my dress code switched. That shit was hard. I'm a Capadonna fan.
Yeah, I know he was really a member. You know what I'm saying? But it's
between all the
just
bill, cash it in, get $10 back. You know? Yeah. That was that whole verse. What was that on the Ghost album?
I can't think of what song, but the thing about it is, Capadonna was hard. Now, if you did see him shoot, in them gypsy cabs that he was doing out there on the East Coast or whatever, you'd be fucked up about it too. But like you said years ago, you said them niggas they go on tour because they go on tour because they got to support the other niggas that didn't have a great career, like you God and them,
Capadonna. So
you guys, the Inspector Decks.
Meth,
Inspector Deck was fucking cold.
Ghost.
Deck was cold.
Fuck, man.
Meth, Ghost and Ray, and RZA have to go on tour with them as a collective to make sure everybody comes.
Yeah.
So
Everybody eats, right?
so everybody can eat. You know what I mean? And so like Meth did it himself. And he's like, man, they fucking the tour up without them two niggas being here, but because they had beef with RZA at the time, so RZA was on, so they weren't fucking around. But he was like, we got to do this shit because they got families, man, they got kids, and they got holidays coming up. I was like, y'all 5%, y'all fuck with Christmas. He's like, man, ain't no joy like seeing your kid happy on Christmas. So, and ain't no hurt like seeing them sad on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you like that 5% of shit. It's only good for certain shit. Like when you fuck with your homies in the basement and you smoking the shit and you trying to elevate y'all minds. He was like, when your kid coming home and he getting bullied because he ain't got shit for the holidays and he ain't got the new shit, and, you be fucked up. It ain't like when we was growing up. Your mom will tell you, like, nigga, Christmas is ruined.
Pop it, right?
Mama, Christmas coming up. Don't believe that shit.
It's a pagan holiday.
Right. So you are gonna be fucked up when you see some shit like that. But I mean, it's, like I said, those two they parallel. You ain't heard about no other NBA player go 12 fucking heart attacks and 6 strokes.
We here for a reason.
God damn, 12 heart attacks, 6 strokes, and got kidnapped over 20 racks.
Ooh.
That's how boredom. That's what how boredom. My thing is, Magic, Catfish, and Z. Why is this nigga not still involved in basketball somehow, some fucking way? Boredom is setting in. You fucked up.
Why is he not involved?
He's only going over to China and playing, but
They nobody probably wants to fucking fuck with him after all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
it's a lot, man. It's a guy that played overseas that I grew up with, man, Antoine Johnson, man. And he said, once them checks stop coming, with the numbers you used to see on them, he said it's a great dose of reality. That hits you. You gotta be very strong to overcome that. You gotta, if you got a family, you gotta dig into them. You know what I mean? You gotta dig into your kids. You see, that's why a lot of guys live vicariously through their children. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then some guys they get religious beliefs. It's different outlets. You know what I mean? Older guys turn to young girls. Think about when Moses Malone, Daryl Dawkins, and there was another one. They all died within a 4-week span. They was fucking young girls off the pills.
Okay.
And they fucked them up. They all died from heart attacks.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they was like 60, 58, 63.
That's young. Honestly, that's like young.
Exactly.
Like an old
But
man.
they was
That's like
using
early old man stage.
they was using the hard not the Cialis but the Viagra's. and drinking, you know, that shit.
Man, I took one of them bitches.
You get.
I took one of them bitches.
We'll get to your story. Go ahead.
Man, you get fucked up.
Shit.
And that shit'll send you over the edge.
Okay, but you mean tell me he's nothing that he can do in basketball right now? It's like, can he go out? The league now is 3 and D. The league now is with the big man. It's a league where he was before his time.
It might be rejection. He might be getting rejected a lot with the coaching jobs.
It's not even about coaching jobs no more. He could get player development.
Why don't you do something like how LeBron did? LeBron opened a school.
Like
that's
He
thinking
get no
outside.
fucking money. You see, he get kidnapped for 20 racks.
But then
He get kidnapped for $20.
That sounds
he
like
could have been playing possum too though.
Reliable.
Like these niggas ain't gonna, you know, they could have been playing possum. Like I ain't giving these niggas no 20,000. You know, just under that act. Like I really ain't doing that. This nigga got millions. He got millions, and he got one phone call to Chloe. He's still married to Chloe. They still give him
I ain't married no more. They divorced.
They finally got a divorce.
Yeah. I mean, but he could be doing training some of these NBA players just something to keep his ass busy. To keep his boredom is a motherfucker.
Tell his ass to go fishing.
That's
Something like that.
Yeah.
Boredom is a motherfucker. I know he's been through a lot where he
gotta
lost
be
his
into that.
child. He lost his child. His best friend died of an overdose. I understand all that.
his mama.
Mama died of overdose.
His mama, grandmama, yeah, they had cancer. You know,
Okay.
He had a hell of a upbringing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him to
I
leave back to
remember
the NBA is just phenomenal. Anyway,
But I remember him back in '98 when he was balling for Rhode Island,
yeah,
and it was on TV. You know what I'm saying?
because of him.
Yeah.
So-
They was balling it for him and Catino.
Yeah, Mobley.
You know, they ain't never put no fucking Rhode Island on TV unless the motherfuckers can actually really ball.
And they had the little light skinned guard Wheeler.
I don't
The
remember.
little light-
Tyson Wheeler?
Tyson Wheeler.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know. Go ahead.
You Rhode Island?
University of Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like, Rhode Island. That's a best.
University of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
That basketball team was on the NBA. I'm not NBA. It was on NCAA. Because of Lamar and because of
I used to watch college basketball.
So he didn't go to a high profile school because they was a school that could get the job, that could seal the deal for him. So they hired his high school coach, made him an assistant coach. He gets paid, and then he brings Lamar. They make it happen. You know, deals like that don't happen no more because now you got to be there. Say if Raleigh Simeon was to go to Duke,
Right.
he couldn't go the same year as one of his players. He had to go there a year before.
Or year after.
Oh yeah, but they can't go there together.
Right.
You know, because they know somebody got paid.
Right.
It's blatant, man.
I had a friend in the military who lived in Ohio and shit, and he used to play against LeBron back in high school and shit like that, you know. And he said that people, which is funny when you're talking about Rhode Island, you know what I'm saying, and how people would, you know, come out to see, you know, just Antoine Walker, and well, that's how I guess it was with LeBron because, but LeBron, I guess, would just destroy every single team that you know he played against. He would score like the first 50 points and then just let the team fucking score the rest of them. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's like the people. I mean, LeBron. I'm not gonna fucking deny it. LeBron is a phenomenal fucking basketball player. You know what I'm saying?
One of the best ever.
Ever, you know, hands down. But at the same time, it's like, I be feeling like sometimes people go to these small ass towns, you know, like, okay, you can't compare a kid who's been playing basketball his entire life out here from the city to a kid who's been playing basketball his entire life out in the country. You know what I'm saying? So when you take a kid who's been dominating in the city, and then he's not gonna get shine and shit like that because there's a million other fucking kids just like him. You know what I'm saying? You take his ass out to like the country, suburban ass and motherfucking bumfuck Egypt, and then next thing you know, this kid's a fucking star because he's just shitting on everyone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I honestly, sometimes I be feeling like that's how some of these NBA players got in the league, man. You know what I'm saying? The ones that were like, oh, he dominated in fucking high school. It's like, well, look who he played against. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that shit out in the city.
Right. I mean,
some niggas playing a pickup game, a street ball, cross your ass over. You know what I'm saying? Nasty style. And he'll be only like 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild out here.
Probably 12.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids is wild out here with these.
Give me a rewind. Tony Braxton goes on Ayala and says, "I don't like none of my family." And the picture. I mean, the camera panned to every person in the room. She said, "I don't like none of them. I don't like nobody. I love them, but I don't like none of them. Mother, all 4 or 5 sisters, father. Your thoughts?"
That's rough. Did the father fail as a father? Because
I think he tricked off and left the mother and shit like that. Go ahead, though.
So that his most.
I think he was a pastor too, preacher or something like that.
His most celebrated daughter. You know, sometimes them be the worst kids. You know what I'm saying? They say that the teachers, the policemen, and the pastors, children, people in authority, children be the worst because they so busy, worried about other people. They never had their own time to straighten up their own homes. You know what I mean? You don't, if that's definitely like me, never cutting my son's hair. Because I always
cutting somebody else's.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So what's the old gospel song? Sweep around your door before you sweep around somebody else's door.
Right.
You got to make sure your house is intact
Right.
first. You know, his daughter probably lashing out now at 50. She probably lashing out now crying out for help still. Mm-hmm. She probably just don't know how to love him. A lot of children do that. You know what I mean? Even though they grown, they be hurt. And once you hurt, man, that shit really never goes away until you get some counseling and try to rectify it and ask. She gotta ask her daddy, why was you doing this? Why was you doing that? You know that fucked up me and her relationship, me and my sister's relationship with each other, and that made me look at my mama like this because she was weak and she accepted what you did. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you hear children say that to you, man, it's a fucked up feeling. It's a fucked up feeling. I done had my goddaughter say that about my oldest too. You know what I mean? To me. Mm-hmm. And I had to tell her, like, look, you don't know our situation. So I became the bad guy because I had to cover for things that was going on in our relationship. Right. So you don't know what your mother was doing. You know what I mean? To make me. So I said, all right, I accept that. I'll be the bad guy here for this. You know what I'm saying?
But you get tired of being the bad guy.
No, you know what it is? Mm-hmm. They come back when they start seeing the shit happening to them.
Okay.
And then when they found out the truth about their mama.
Right.
So then they come back.
The bad guy tells the truth.
And then you don't never tell them when they find out, they come back and say, oh, I didn't know. I know you didn't know. You was a kid. You had no business knowing what was going on in a grown person's relationship. Right. You were supposed to stay in a kid place. But then you got older. You became grown in age. Right. You started getting you some dick. You thought you knew everything about life because you got some dick. Right. I mean, you just get your cherry pop. Yeah. You don't know nothing about this life and how it's going to really go. So then when you get your little heart broken, you start talking with your mama and she start telling you the things that she did. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now it's a whole different story. Now it's let's all come to the table and talk. No, I don't want to talk at that table. Fuck that table. Right. Because she can't really talk. She can't you need to talk to your mama and your daddy about that situation. You know what I mean? I'm just the guy that happened.
You say you just the guy that.
Yeah, I'm just the guy that just started talking to your mama and had to too. So we was boys from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't see nothing from that. But then so you need to talk to your daddy and ask him, how did I get in the driver's seat? Why the fuck did he get out the driver's seat? You know what I mean?
Right.
But people don't see it like that, and children don't see it like that. So Toni Braxton really crying out, and she needs some help. She really, really wants to know what the fuck happened, but you really don't want to know. Children, you don't really want to know what your mom was doing in high school. Your auntie gonna tell you. You know, who really know you.
Yeah.
Your mama's best friend gonna tell you. I really know. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really want to know that shit.
You know,
You're the first thought in the family.
I kind of feel fortunate because me and Mama have a really good relationship, even though like she was the one. It's usually the dad that fucking takes off. Well, she was the one that took off. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom took off?
Yeah, my mom took
Okay.
off, and my dad raised us.
Okay.
But I didn't know why the hell she took off. I was just like how you said, a kid needs to stay in his kid's spot. You know, I didn't know what the fuck she took off for. So the whole time, like my entire life growing up, I'm like, fuck my mom. You know what I'm saying? She's a bitch for all this shit. You know, just leaving us like that and shit. But then come to find out, when as I get older, my dad was whooping her ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? And doing all this shit. And so, you know, that's kind of crazy when you get older and then you find out all that shit. You know.
And did how were you able to bridge that gap between you and her later?
Weed. We smoked some weed together.
Wow.
Simple as that. Wow. We smoked some weed together, and then we've been cool ever since, man. She told me a bunch of shit, you know, and told me like a lot of her past, and like, cause my mom, you know, she came from the Philippines. You feel me? So she told me what it was like with life in the Philippines and how when she came over here, you know, the entire culture was completely different, you know, and the Filipino way back then of thinking was backwards compared to how Americans thought, you know, so her mentality was like way different from Americans, you know what I'm saying, but.
You said it's way different?
Yeah, it was back then, you know, she's been here forever now, so.
Okay.
You know. But I see what you're talking about, you know, because the whole time, like, I was like, man, she fucking did this and she fucking did that, and then come to find out, it's really the reason is because of my dad.
Yeah.
You know, the motherfucker that's sitting here with me every fucking day, and I seen him. I went out and I seen him, you know, probably about a month ago. You know, and I was sitting at the table and then we were eating lunch and shit, and he started talking about my mom. You know, so that started kind of like, oh, you feel me? I didn't want to talk to him about her, you feel me? He's like, oh, you know what she did, and blah, blah. I told him, I'm like, no, man. I was like, pump your brakes. Like, hold up, there's a lot of things you could have did differently back then. You know, now that I'm a man and I have a family with kids, you know what I'm saying? My family loves, my family is all love and all inclusive. You know, I grew up in a dysfunctional ass fucking family, you feel me? And so I told him, I'm like, dude, there was a lot of things you could have did. You never took my mom out. You know, you never took her to a fucking date, a movie, nothing, no shit like that. You would come home drunk as fuck, whoop on her, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And so it was like, for him to try to be like, oh, well, she left us and all this. Motherfucker, she had a right to. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm older, and
but how
it all changes now.
How old were you and her? How old were you?
When she left?
Yeah.
13 maybe.
How were you when you were reconnected?
I was out the military. Yeah, so I was about 22.
So that 9-year gap.
Yeah.
Did she try to stay in contact with you during that 9 years at all, or she did not?
She tried, but it was more like I was like, no. Shunning her away.
Okay.
You know, and then she couldn't take it no more, and she came out here. Because she was in Florida, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need to see my kids, you know. Mm-hmm. And so she came out, and then that's when you know, she had told me all this stuff, and she's like, no, Mike, you really need to sit down and you really need to talk to me. And I really need to let you know what happened. You know, and so, yeah, what Mike said was right, dude. Like, you, as a kid, you don't want to hear the fucking truth because you're fed this bullshit your entire fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And then when you finally hear the truth, it fucks you up. You know what I'm saying?
So how's your relationship with your father now because of what you heard and everything? Did you and him have a talk about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, we did. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, a father, he's just gonna look at you and be like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know nothing about this. Like, that wasn't really none of your business and shit. But I told him, like, look, that was fucked up. You feel me? But it's the past. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be the one to hold grudges against the people who brought me into this world. You know what I'm saying? So I went out, I seen them, took them out to lunch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, cool. Okay. Magic Mike.
Yo.
Z-Man! Hand claps for Z-Man finally getting on the mic. Say something to the people, Z-Man.
What up, world?
You gotta get closer to the mic, Z-Man.
What up, world?
Shout out to everybody in the podcast. That's Gizzarelli up there in Milwaukee. Big Squeezo. Jessica Starwright. Ernest Lyles, who posts all the funny shit in the Reasonable Ignorance podcast fan group and everything.
That's my man.
Got the Pasta News haircut, plug one.
Yeah.
Plug
you
two.
You see them in the shop the other day, right?
Yeah. Good peoples.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that rocks out. Shout out to Annika down there in Florida, Cheapalicious, everybody that rocks with the podcast.
All 142 of you all.
Yeah, all 300-something of you all. The ones that leave comments, the ones that don't, the ones that silently listen. Shout out to you also.
The truck drivers, the people in the military that's abroad, that's missing Chicago. There may not be another Chicago when we get back here after this Van Dyke.
Fucking right.
Chicago, as you know, it may not be the same.
He got charged.
The verdict does not go.
He's gotten charged so far.
I mean, like
Yeah, I don't mean nothing. He ain't convicted yet, but
right,
he got charged at least.
Murder one. So this guy said, "Have you been watching the trial?"
I've been looking at it. I've been retweeting it and everything. Facebook Live.
No, that's the other line. Instagram.
Oh, it's Instagram Live?
Yeah.
Okay, IG Live. Shout out to IG Live on Magic Mike 32 right now. I've been following it. He shot at the. What he say? He shot at the guy
16 times.
He said he was shooting at him on the ground because he was shooting at the knife. I know several people that come in the barbershop that could have gave him a better lie. I know one guy that could have gave him a lie. He could have later said the case is dismissed right now. I believe that.
Or he's guilty, yeah.
No, he got out. He would have got off. He'd have walked scot free.
Right.
The only person that this great lie. I'm talking about great lies. The devil calls this nigga for lies.
Yeah.
Don't ask who.
So you've been following it? Have you been following it all on social media? Have either one of you all been following it?
I can't stand to watch it, bro.
Okay. Have you been watching Sound Guy?
If something new pops up, yeah, I'll take a listen.
Your thoughts on what you've been seeing and hearing and listening to and looking at what's been typed on by all the reporters? Supposedly they had to escort some reporter out of there or arrest a reporter the other day.
It's a bunch of mumble jumble. They gave a simulation to the shooting. Why you give a simulation to the shooting when we got a video? What's the difference? Y'all gonna spend all this money on a simulation?
They said she tore his ass up on that stand.
And he got a video. He cried.
Who did?
He cried.
Van Dyke?
Van Dyke.
Yeah.
There's never in the history of policemen in Chicago one went to jail for killing somebody. Never. So, actually, this guy has been taught this. Van Dyke. You've never
making
seen
history.
Huh?
He's making history right now.
So have you ever seen a black policeman? Let's ask yourself this. What would happen if that had been a black policeman shot a white kid 16 times? Think about that. Have you ever seen a black policeman even pull over somebody white?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I ain't never even seen that.
I've never seen it, no.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and talk shit to them. Snatch them out the car, kick them in the ass.
Nah, I ain't seen that shit.
Give them a wedgie. All that other shit.
Right.
They don't, because black cops ain't nothing but new age slaves. That's all they are.
Words by Sound Guy Mike.
Sound guy. Appreciate you, man.
Catfish jeans.
You give us a different perspective.
Yeah, the raw perspective. It is.
You roll like just like that Jersey boy, Allen Iverson. And I know this had to be your best favorite basketball player because you keep it off the cuff. Fuck it.
Pop it.
This is your question, man. This is your question.
So, with according to what's going to happen is with the verdict, the city of Chicago going to shut down. No CTA buses, no L trains running, nothing.
So that means we don't go buy no gas, we don't buy no blunts. You do all that shit the day before. What you do that day is when they come out with the not guilty verdict, you get to know your neighbors. You get to know your family. You don't send nobody to school. You don't do shit.
Nigga, fuck that. I'm looting.
You don't tear up your own. You see what happened?
I'm not tearing up my own. I'm tearing up theirs. What you talking about?
So that's why they shutting it down. That's why they shutting down the public transportation.
I mean, they go.
And they gonna have
Are you serious?
I'm deadly fucking serious.
You dead ass?
Dead ass
New
serious.
York niggas say you dead ass?
Yeah.
So what happened in?
I mean, it's getting to the point where my girl is like, look, you have kids. You can't go out there and be on no dumb
You
shit.
You can't.
You know, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That kid was a kid. Fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
We gotta hit them from a different angle. They want us to do that, so that's why they shutting down.
They're expecting us to do that,
Yeah.
but people don't understand and believe the reason why they're gonna cut off the CTA and the L's.
The red line only, right? And the blue line, or which one goes on the west side?
Nothing. Green line.
Green line, blue.
So they can't.
No
really,
service at all. Period.
So they
for
can't.
nobody.
You have the transportation. So then they cut off all the streets, so you can't get to the Mag Mile. So let's just not do nothing without money. Let's show them where we really at. Let's show them how much black people in this city really makes this city move.
The protests are already being planned at City Hall and at the Chicago Police Academy.
We just don't move. Don't move. Don't
Man.
do nothing. Don't spend a dime.
As long as there's liquor stores, motherfuckers is spending dimes.
Do you see him getting the verdict going guilty?
It'll be the first time ever that a white guy goes to jail for killing a black person. Police.
Didn't the police get found guilty in Texas?
That was the black cop that got found guilty in Minnesota.
Killing the white lady.
The white lady.
Oh, I thought that. Okay.
No, that was.
Yeah, it was something. No, it was a white cop that got. It
Yeah.
was a white cop that got.
It was a white cop just recently got.
A couple weeks ago, they did.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Well, I know no one has never went to jail here in Chicago. None of these Irish guys has never went to jail.
And that was the first time in like 40 years or 50 years that a cop got convicted in
Right,
Texas.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So you see what the looting did to the West Side in April 1968?
Yeah.
The West Side has never recovered from that.
50 years later, it's not recovered.
50 years later. So we can't go that route.
Joe, you can't say it never recovered when niggas is on the same shit, ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers ain't doing shit, it's not gonna get
Sound guy, Mike.
Those buildings was never
Let us take you off the ledge. Do not go looting, please.
Because the only thing the West Side has down here is Madison Pulaski. That's the only thing they have. It was a thriving community. You had the Black Panthers and you had the Vice Lords, who started as an organization who was about taking care of the West Side.
Joe, I wasn't gonna. You don't go to black neighborhoods, Joe. Don't do that. You don't. Well, first of all, you don't do that to fucking innocent goddamn people, but you definitely do that to some fucking some city shit.
But you're not gonna ever see that area.
You gonna go on Oak Street and then go looting all the bulk,
If he could get close,
and all them places down there.
if he could get close to it,
Yeah.
that shit is gonna be.
They got a plan straight. They're talking about they've been talking to the black clergy. They're talking to all the fraternities and sororities in the black community.
They know what the fuck is finna go down, Joe.
If the verdict does not go our way,
if it doesn't go the way it's fucking supposed to go.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? What's the point of a justice system? You know what I'm saying? If this shit doesn't fucking go correctly. And if this shit doesn't go correctly, then I you know what, honestly, I might be still talking this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But when the guilty verdict fucking doesn't happen, you know what I'm saying? You want to know what they're going to do here?
What?
Nothing. A protest. And that's not going to solve anything.
They're gonna march, huh?
They're going to march. And they ain't going to do fucking shit.
That's why I haven't been following this trial, because I already know what's gonna happen.
They're going to march.
He's gonna get found not guilty.
You're saying not guilty?
Not guilty. No matter what.
Really? Why are you saying that they're not guilty?
Like Mike said, it's been what, 80 years since somebody got found guilty in Chicago, or however many years.
I mean,
It ain't gonna change tomorrow or whenever the verdict comes in.
you don't think so?
Nah.
It's only going to
think?
I don't want to say it live on the air. Because if it does come to truth, then it could get used.
I'm
So
saying that
keep my
I'm
peace.
going to say that they're going to find him guilty. I think that jury's going to find him guilty.
So, guilty?
What do you say?
You think an Irish man is gonna go to the penitentiary in Chicago?
Yes.
And a police force that's taught to kill,
Yes.
trained to kill,
Yes.
blacks,
Yes.
like hunter animals,
Yes.
8 white people is gonna find a white man guilty of killing black young teenagers.
The whole jury is white?
8 black, 8 white, 1 black, 1 Chinese, and what's the other one?
Oh, he getting off, dude. He's getting off like a motherfucker.
Well, be prepared for a hung jury. A hung jury will keep everybody in suspense for a retrial. A hung jury. So that's give it another 18 months or so. So we talking about here in Chicago. So
I can see that playing out. There you go. Okay. I can see that shit playing out.
Same thing happened with that Michael Scott in Charleston, or
yeah.
the federal government put him in jail.
Okay.
That's
I
how
can
he
see
ended
that
up in jail for, civil rights violations or some shit like that.
So
I mean, because they're trying to play up that the kid was on PCP at the time or whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Same thing with the Rodney King. Those guys went to jail, even though they were found not guilty in California. The federal government put them in jail.
I'm gonna say they're gonna find him guilty. Mike, you saying hung jury, right?
hung jury, keep us in suspense some more, so they get a better plan. They get a feel with a hung jury. If we angry or not, if we mad. It's too close to the holidays.
Yeah.
You know, it's the weather's nice. Shit, it was 85 degrees today. October the 3rd. 85 degrees. This is different climate here. Everybody's on edge.
Yeah, everybody is on
It's a
edge.
young kid out here now. This younger generation, these young kids, who listen to Swerve.
I like that song.
But them kids not afraid of shit. You know what them kids like?
What?
They like them motherfucking monsters that was in I Am Legend. They coming for your ass. They don't give a shit. These kids nowadays, you have to pacify them, sucker them in, and then get them the real. Because they think they know the real. They want to be immortalized when they get killed or go to jail. Oh, he a savage. oh, he this, or she was this, she was that.
Honestly, I think kids are like that nowadays because they're given everything. Because the generation before them, we've went through all the fucking bullshit, and it ain't like that in 2018 no more. You know what I'm saying? 2018 is the pamper your fucking child fucking era. You know what I'm saying? And give them a fucking trophy for walking across the street or fucking getting a C in school because they didn't get an F. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No child left behind.
man, fuck that shit. Kids need to be left behind if they ain't gonna keep up. Darwinism, motherfuckers. What you talking about?
The thoughts of Soundgame Mike.
And they don't get no better because they don't have that real tough love coming from home. You get tough love coming from home, you seem to be prepared more for what it is in society. So we could join on each other. Me and you could join on each other. And my mama had told me already, your breath stink and you had that.
Oh,
So I didn't heard that already from my mama. So now I'm prepared for you in class.
that you just came to a perfect example, right? Because I got my two youngest are two little girls, you know. But my 9-year-old, you know, she's like real self-conscious and shit like that. So I've been calling her fat and all types of other shit to like, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, Dad, why you keep being so mean to me? And I was like, because if I'm mean to you and I say it that many goddamn times, when somebody, another kid says that to you at school, you're going to be like, oh, whatever. My dad says it to me all the time. Who cares? You know, it's not going to faze her. You know, and so now, at least, like you know, what Magic said, it builds them up, you know what I'm saying, to fucking go out there and be able to deal with that. Now, fucking Joe Schmo calls her fat, she ain't going to get all fucking hurt, you know?
Yeah,
Whatever.
It took me time for me to build that. I didn't have nobody doing that to me at all. So it took me time to have thick fucking skin. Period. So when I got to high school, they started cracking. I started cracking jokes back.
Dude, I'm talking about I've made my daughter cry just from me like calling her fat, or she's not fat, she's skinny. You know what I'm saying? She's actually really skinny, and I need to eat. She actually needs to eat more. You know, and
She'll appreciate later on.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm not like, oh, you're fat and blah blah blah. You need to lose weight.
Girl used to cuss me out all the time. She used to be a cusser. So I used to laugh.
Story.
So I thought it was funny. Actually, we still pretty cool to this day. She asked me one day, she said, why you be laughing when I be cussing your motherfucking ass? I said, because you remind me of my mother. Like, she used to cuss me out like that. I said, nothing you can say to me with no curse words can hurt my feelings. I'm used to that. I got on a repellent for that shit.
Right.
That's nothing. But if you come with some large dictionary words and cuss me out, and fuck me around,
That's the other language, right?
I'm damn near like my man on Boondocks. What you say, little nigga? Did you just call me retarded without saying it? You know what I'm saying? But
She called you. So if she called you an imbecile,
yeah,
you inconceivable imbecile, instead of saying you black ass motherfucker.
yeah. You know what she told me one day?
What?
I came in the daylight. This is the funniest shit ever. She cracked her eyes. She seen the sun, looked at the clock, looked at her phone, and said, you have the balls of a brass ass monkey coming in here this time of morning.
Okay.
Your shit gonna be out of here. And as soon as I get up, I just laugh my ass off.
Your
And
mom
she-
told you that?
No, that's what
Okay.
the old girl told me.
Okay, go ahead.
So, because you know, I've been out all night drinking
All right.
with rice and Coke. So she called it trotting up and down 75th Street, cocktail, good timing, bending my elbows.
Bending your elbow.
Hey, she said, your shit getting out of here today. Man, that shit was so funny to me. When she got up, I was 6 wins. She told every last one of her girls, she called that morning, this motherfucker think it's a joke. So I got up and did what I did, and then she was calm. She cooked me dinner.
What did you do?
Drop their dick off.
Pause! All right. Boo! Rewind.
Let's just wait. I'm gonna let us do it.
Nigga said basically said on Twitter, he said, put Kendrick, the Holy Trinity is Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. They would reign supreme or be phenomenal in any era of hip hop. Your thoughts? Start with you, Z-Man. Talking to the mic. Put the mic right in front of you. Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake would be phenomenal in any era of hip hop. Any.
Right now. That's all that matters. Is they supreme right now.
Okay.
It don't matter.
You taking it easy right now.
Yeah.
Come on, don't give me.
Nah,
don't
that's
give me
all
the
that matter to
bullshit,
me
man.
right now.
Don't give me the bullshit. Did you listen to those three?
I don't listen to too much rap no more.
Okay.
I listen to what?
Talk radio.
No, I listen to
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Yeah.
that too, but on the XM.
Okay. Satellite radio.
Yeah, the old school rap station on there.
43.
It's the LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Yeah, one now. So that's about it.
So you don't listen to J. Cole?
I don't listen to none of it.
None of it. Okay. Sound guy. Go back to camera work now, Z. Thank you. Now I'm gonna come back to you in I got another one. Go ahead.
Okay. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit because, first of all, Tupac and Biggie are dead. If Tupac and Biggie were alive, yeah, I'm gonna go back there. First of all, there would be no fucking Drake. Kendrick Lamar, he'll probably make some. He would probably like back in the Biggie and Pac days, and Snoop, and you know what I'm saying, like NWA days, and all these other fucking. You had phenomenal the Wu-Tang days. Are you fucking kidding me, Joe? Them motherfuckers was not gonna be heard at all. Kendrick might make some noise as far as, oh, this guy might be something to look out for. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, no. Drake, hell no.
You say J. Cole?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay, go
He's
ahead.
not like lyrical enough.
Really?
No, not to me.
Tell these people your social media handles so they don't cuss us out.
No, they would not make
Legion
it.
fans.
I don't care how many fans the motherfucker has. You know what I'm saying?
Did you go to his concert? Did you hear about his concert?
He's a great artist. He is for this time. He is a great artist for this time. He fits his time. You know what I'm saying? But and so does Kendrick. Kendrick could probably go back. You know what I'm saying? He could probably make some noise. I don't see J. Cole making noise back then.
Okay.
And Drake isn't even on the fucking radar. He's from fucking Canada. You know what I'm saying? That's not even on the fucking radar back then. You feel me?
You don't like Canadians?
I didn't say I don't like Canadians. I said he's from fucking Canada, and Canada wasn't even on the radar back then.
You act like he's a Mexican from
So you don't like Mexicans?
Idaho or something.
So you don't like Mexicans from Idaho? No, you look, I just flipped it on you like that. You know, but no, there's no fucking way Drake would have even came close back then.
Magic Mike. OG. Triple OG.
That's that guy's opinion.
Phenomenal in any era of hip hop.
Phenomenal. You said phenomenal.
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 Yes. You say no.
No. Not phenomenal.
Those three.
That's that guy's opinion. I mean, he has to be younger. He really is into those guys. So you're not gonna change this guy's opinion at all. Like you're not gonna change my opinion about
Bobby Brown.
Jay. I go with Bobby. No, about Jay, LL, and Q. You know what I'm saying? I think they're phenomenal in any era.
And in my opinion, no.
Because LL
He said,
did something for hip hop.
it's bro. You wanna get your bro.
That was him on the way out.
Yeah, it was on the way out, but yeah.
But you catch LL with
Mama said knock you out. The
I
era.
Need Love.
Oh.
He made niggas open up their feelings.
Right. Yeah. I need love.
Everybody
Yeah,
started
that was a
making
dope ass song. Yeah.
Sometimes I stay at the wall. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Those are stories, man. Motherfuckers
Right.
don't do that no more.
No,
though.
you don't tip that. I'm bad. Rock the bells.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to rock the bells that really had the hard beat with the rock and roll, but you had them talking mega shit, which was really hip hop back then.
Right.
He LL's your name. Cookie Rate is good. Cool J is good. You bring the woodpecker, I bring the wood. The bells are ripping and scraping through your body and soul. What do you like? What do you like, Cool J? It ain't rock and roll.
Right.
Cause it ain't the glory days with Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a virgin, so I know I make Madonna scream. Come on, man, that nigga was saying some shit.
That was Rock the Bells, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Rock the Bells. So he saying shit like that, and then him and Mo D had a legendary battle, and these niggas went in there with Jack the Ripper and How You Like Me Now, and LL, Mo D came and took the L's, and LL stands for lower, lethargic, long liver, man, he went off on
I
that.
thought LL stood for Ladies Love Cool Jams.
Yeah, that was the diss though, but
He took the L's and he took every L word and put it in there.
Right.
And fucked LL up. LL came back out with Walking with a Panther, and he tried to do the shit that Puffy and them did before his time. And he came with that's the 89. That's when PE and the shit was going hard with the Fight the Power.
Right.
And then here come Brand Nubian, and here comes all these Tribe Called Quest and all these guys.
Okay, but
And
listen
got chicks and Moet bottles. And
listen to the
Panthers.
era though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like listen to their fucking surroundings, their environment that they were in. You know what I'm saying? These dudes these days ain't got that environment no more.
And
Like,
they was
and that's
that's 'cause
it's
you get-
great.
That's because you're getting older. How old are you? About 31.
I'm 32. You're
You supposed to like J. Cole. You don't like J. Cole?
I didn't say I didn't like him. I just said that he wouldn't be phenomenal in every fucking era. You know what I'm saying?
I think he probably
Like,
would because he has content. Drake knows how to make a hit. Kendrick does too.
So you agree with the person?
Kendrick is a dope.
Kendrick is dope, man.
He's dope. I don't get all this
He's
shit.
an acquired taste, though. Just like Ghostface. You feel me? Ghostface is an acquired taste.
What's the song when he said about 87 for the weekend?
87.
I don't know what
I
the
just
fuck.
bought an 87 for the week with Future, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I don't either.
I'm thinking he's talking about like an
But
87
GCI playing
Cutlass.
every other song.
Okay.
That's what I
I'm
thought. 87
So
Cutlass.
do I think he'll be? The dude might be right.
You said the dude might be right.
Yeah, because Drake knows he don't make the greatest sounding, like he don't make classic albums, but he gonna have 3 singles off of them.
Bullshit, Magic Mike.
Three singles.
Let me tell you this. Now, the guy said phenomenal in any rap era. Now, I said point blank, bottom line, from 88 to 96, he would have got swallowed up. Wanna know why? 88 is when the motherfucker blew through the roof. What was being prevalent back in 88 at that time?
It was 13
Rakim.
gold or platinum rap albums that came out that summer.
Everything was mostly
13.
hardcore hip hop.
Even
88.
Biz Markie.
In 88,
Yeah,
right?
because Market was dope.
Yeah.
In 88, this is the year that, you know,
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
This is
first
your
album.
year. your
I,
year of
I know
88.
all that shit. You can't
Okay, so
tell me
what
about
I'm
that
saying
shit.
is,
I think he would survive.
Drake would not have survived from 88 to,
Hell
especially
no.
Drake.
There was African Bombada back then.
Listen
too,
what I'm
right?
saying. My turn now, guys.
Yeah.
Drake would not have survived anywhere between 88 to 95. No, just would not have. Because what was we doing back then? What was the chatter back then, Magic Mike? Z-Man? Let's be honest and think about it. Give him the mic back too, please. What was the chatter back then?
You had to be a writer.
The niggas did not like Big. And from 94 to 97, niggas didn't like Big. We talking about Wu-Tang niggas, J. Rule Damager. All them niggas didn't like the shiny suit era. They didn't like the Coogee rap. They didn't like the nigga frontin'. saying this shit and that shit, and he wasn't really go ahead and wasn't really with it. They didn't like the shit with the R&B hooks on the choruses back then. Think about what I'm saying here, guys. 88 was the year that shit blew up. We talking about Kane, Kim, NWA, Public Enemy, Slick Rick, period.
We had Tone Loc.
Right. He had a single.
We had
What did he have? We had two
Funky
Tone
Cold Medina.
and what else did he have? Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
What was
so
his brother
he's
name?
only known for 2 singles.
Young
Now
MC.
we talking about as far as like Young Bust a Move.
I know, but we had whack rappers out back then.
I'm
Stilo.
specifically saying Drake. I'm specifically saying Drake would not have survived 88 to 95 to 96. If he was signed to Bad Boy, then maybe so. But 88 to 95, he wouldn't have survived. Everything was hardcore. Hardcore with dreads, or niggas had razors in their mouth over on the East Coast. Everything was Timberland boots, stomping niggas out. Flannel shirts. Think about it. We all wore flannel shirts like we was NWA, like we was West Coast and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drake wouldn't have survived. Drake's music style of the R&B and the hip hop situation would not have survived. He would have got clowned and panned for that shit. He would have got clowned and panned for it. He
Probably would have adjusted to the times, though. You know, he probably wouldn't have did the shit he's doing now back then.
What person that you compare from 88 to 95 to Drake? What rapper? What sing-song rapper? Can you even do such?
MC Hammer.
Hell no, man. That's not close.
Hammer
MC
didn't sing,
Hammer
though.
had hits, but MC Hammer could spit also. But he got clowned for the hammer pants and for the dancing.
Yeah.
His best line was, "I'm dope on the floor." But what? I'm
Magic on the mic.
Ah!
Think about it though. Now Cole is a storyteller. He's a rhymer. So who would he have been pigeoned in with? The Tribe Called Quest, the Outkast. So maybe he could survive. He could have had a career in that era. Maybe so. But see, I'm a person that likes Lord Finesse, Showbiz and AG. Ooh, I'm that kind of, I'm gangstar. Now, Kendrick, yeah. I'm saying Drake wouldn't have survived. Only time Drake would have came in through the Mace era. Think about it. The Mace era.
Yeah.
He had to come in through the Mace era that led up to the Nelly era. While the No Limit shit was popping off. He wouldn't have survived.
I was finna say Drake would have come after Nelly. Cause even Nelly was popping, and that was like Nelly, Murphy Lee, you know what I'm saying? All of them. That was like the fucking style and shit.
Did you?
That was the party rap era.
Yeah, there ain't no party rap for Drake.
In any era, that's what he said. That's what the guy's saying. In any era, those three would have survived. I don't know. I'm not saying Drake could survive in that era. I really can't. Drake would have fit in right next to Ja Rule, and they got him the fuck up out of it.
Oh yeah.
No.
I agree.
He would have to come in that part. He can't come in the slap music era, in the crunk era. You can't put him in there. You can't put him in there with the crunk. Shit, you can't put him in 98.
Yeah.
98. What's the year
That's
of
when he came
98?
in.
Huh?
That's when he came in.
You the fucking bad. You the fucking bad.
Drake?
No, I'm talking about Ja Rule.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Drake couldn't put but Ja Rule
Drake
came in. Ja Rule came in on rapping.
Yeah.
He was spitting rapping. He was rapping.
And he was singing.
No.
Ja Rule was singing to your lips, your eyes.
That's 01. That's 01. That's 02.
What was the song him and Jay and Emil was on?
I don't know, but he was spitting. That make no difference.
Can I get a what? What? Some crap.
He was spitting.
What you
wasn't-
fucking
he
with
wasn't-
y'all now? What
he
you
wasn't-
wanna go do all for
Right,
dollar? Holla.
He wasn't doing all the. He wasn't doing the your lips, your eye, and on his first Inception. No. Think about what I'm saying.
Are you talking about like Veni Vidi Vici?
He came in rapping.
Yeah,
He
that
was
was a dope
spitting.
album.
No, let's go take it back before then. When he was with the Cash Money Clique,
All right.
he was spitting in '95. So you had to be a spitter.
The
You
only
had to be a spitter. Drake could not survive. And like I said, from 88 to 95, 96, he couldn't do it unless, man, you got to understand also.
I think he could have fucked with it. I think he could have fucked with it.
No, man.
Like,
that,
what up, my baby? If that shit could go,
that was 01. 02. Ja Rule had a good 3-year run.
Yeah, he did.
A good 3-year run. Let's be honest. From 2001, from 2001,
I forgot my song.
99 to 2003, he had a good
Down
that
ass
was
bitch. Everybody say yeah.
Yeah, that was a bang.
During that era, didn't Digital Underground hit?
That's 91.
But that's still in between that time that you're
That's
talking
90
about.
91. That's
Yeah.
and they only had 2 songs. We're talking about now.
That whole motherfucking sex packet CD used to rock though. Any drug dealer it's a lot of unwanted babies was made off that motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you don't even remember one line from that none of that shit.
Yes, I do.
You remember a song or two, but you don't remember. You can't sit up and quote no.
If you kiss me and I kiss you back,
That's the hook.
yeah.
You gonna remember the no.
Are
Okay.
you talking about
Hey, yo,
bars?
fat girl.
Bars. We talking about bars, my nigga. Bars.
You fat girl, come here. You
That's the cliche.
That's the point, though.
Yeah, I called you
That's
fat.
the
Look at
point.
me, I'm skinny.
What?
That doesn't stop me from getting busy.
They didn't have bars like that. The point was they didn't have bars like.
Right. With Kendrick, you remember bars.
That's more than one line right there.
Now, I'm just saying, Drake would have got ate up and swallowed and chewed out and spit out in that era because he would have got dissed the fuck out of that era.
The nigga can really spit though.
Right.
Not according to these niggas, not when you go back and forth between that and the singing and shit. He can't really spit like that. He don't get kudos to these niggas like back then.
And
You can't Magic. You cannot sit up and tell me
any nigga that can rap like motherfucking Big Daddy Kane
no.
and he light skinned it,
He cannot do
and then he
that.
can goddamn it sing like I'll be sure.
Kane would have
Gotta
killed
give
him.
it to him.
Kane, Rakim. You know who would have dissed the fuck out of Drake and ended his fucking career? Think about it. Which one rapper would have just crushed him?
Fucking Pac, man.
No.
You talking about LL?
No, he's saying LL might have took him on as a battle rap, but I'm not talking about him.
What the fuck?
Man, you know what? I was just thinking.
Let me come on.
Cosmo D, Ice-T, and his girl.
Think about it now. Come on, what one rapper would it if when Drake was popping? If Drake was popping during that time, what one rapper would have came and dissed the fuck out of him? He threw somebody off the stage.
KRS-One. KRS-One.
PM Dawn is nothing but Drake. He threw the big motherfucker off the stage and made the other nigga run. Think about what I'm saying then.
But he didn't
Everybody
do it.
was rocking with that Set of Drifts record. Remember that now.
Set a drift of memory best.
That's nothing but Drake. That's that one song.
But he didn't do it
is
to
Drake.
no hardcore niggas. He didn't go to the West Coast and fuck with with Cuban now.
I agree, but
He didn't go fuck with them niggas.
Think about-
He knew had them pistols.
I didn't even say Ice Cube. My
I'm
God.
just saying though, but I'm saying
Drake
he
could not-
did it to some niggas who was singing. He didn't do it to no motherfucker.
And you think if that was Drake, that nigga wouldn't
if he
throw
had
him off
bars,
the
you
stage?
gotta respect the
He
bars.
wouldn't have no bars because he would go back to this singing shit. He would toss that nigga off the stage.
Didn't Big Daddy Kane do a song? Didn't he sing a song with Barry White?
Yeah.
Years after the bars,
It was in between that
years
time
after,
though.
Yeah, he did that on some Quincy Jones shit. Fuck that. We talking about the bar shit, man. Now, J. Cole. J. Cole, I don't know. Think about it. I mean, come on, man.
J. Cole would have had a chance. He would have, like I
What
said.
years? What years?
Fuck.
You're a kid.
95 to 98, J. Cole would have had a chance.
No.
You don't think so?
Who was dominating 95 to 98?
Biggie.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, Big was.
Who else?
Jay-Z was there too, yeah.
Jay-Z
Who else?
started. Yeah.
Pac. Who else?
Pac was dead in 96, so I don't count him right there.
Still, he had like.
But he had a
1,000
lot of
songs.
shit going out still, right?
He had 1,000 songs that came out. Who else?
His Tupac, keep him out of this shit, cause his
He's a whole different genre.
He's over in Malaysia right now.
That's what I heard you got too.
He's over in Malaysia according to
His controversy was bigger than his rap career. The shit he did, going to jail, getting shot.
I disagree with you 100%, Magic.
J. Cole.
I disagree with you.
J. Cole would not.
That man fucking went triple platinum, dog.
And we haven't even. You know what one rapper?
Quadruple platinum.
Listen,
What you talking about?
What one rapper we ain't even mentioned tonight right now that was alive during that era too and still putting out albums right now.
Right now.
But what one rapper that has been through all these eras and seen this shit?
You're not talking about Dr. Dre. You're not talking about Eminem.
Came in 91.
Oh, 91.
Came in 91, battled Jay-Z.
Nas.
Think about it. Nas had a run. Nas had an ugly run.
Nas just didn't have an ugly run. Nas is one of the shapers of rap and hip hop.
Thank you. Now,
Like you can't say rap and hip hop without throwing his
Can you
name
say
in it.
J. Cole would have survived?
It took y'all about 7 minutes to do this shit. We're talking about Nas. Nobody mentioned Nas. Just because he wear cool don't mean that he nice.
So here we go with the biasness.
Yeah.
And we not talking. You said J. Cole would have survived through 95 and 98. Well, who popped off in 98? Who popped off in 97? Come on.
Jay-Z.
How old were you in 97?
Fuck, I can't remember.
You 31 now. How old were you in
12,
97?
man. He's 12.
Yeah.
You be 32 this year?
No, I'm 33 this year.
33 this year. Who was in 97? Who popped the fuck off? Who got signed and popped the fuck off? Think about it.
Wasn't
What's one rapper?
Oh man, one rapper. But I was trying to remember.
What's one of the biggest rappers ever?
Jay-Z.
DMX.
Come on, man.
DMX would have ate that nigga up. Now I'm just thinking about it. Damn.
Let's talk about Cole now.
Damn.
Before we
No,
get
he would've
DMX would have ate Cole up
Bobby
too.
Brown and Lamar with him. This fucking dog doing crack.
Yeah, man.
bombs.
He said he the Bobby Brown of rap, huh?
DMX would have ate all them niggas, man. And he would have went back for seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now let's see.
Damn, I forgot all about X.
Let me ask you about Kendrick. Kendrick, through all those eras. We talking about through the snap music era,
Dude, when you
the
throw
the crunk music era, the snap music era, the Tim's era,
Dude, no.
the Coogee rap era, the Gold Chain era.
Tim's era was all DMX, dude. That was all DMX. Him and Rough Riders locked that fucking era the fuck down. I honestly think they're the reasons why Tim's were so fucking popular. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all DMX wore was Tim's. He was the reason why I wanted Tim's. You know what I'm saying? Because he was walking on the street performing in Tim's. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted some.
You know what rapper was Drake before Drake? What one rapper was J. Cole before J. Cole? And he's from here.
Common?
Yes. And he barely got through. Barely survived. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Common's a conscious rapper. You know what I'm saying?
And you think J. Cole's not?
No, I didn't. He is. You know what I'm saying?
He barely.
But Common is. J. Cole and Common's style is completely different. You know what I'm saying? Common's the type who'll. When you listen to his music, it's almost like you're reading a fucking book.
You don't agree with that? You agree with that, Magic? With his assessment?
No. I pay attention to a lot of Common.
So you saying Common and J. Cole got similarities?
Yeah, somewhat.
You say
similarities.
don't have similarities?
No.
Do you say they have similarities?
To me, they do.
They have very mirroring similarities. So, and he barely got through, G. He barely got through.
Where did he come from?
Huh?
He didn't break through really till he made I Used to Love Her. Like the first, Cannonball.
Chocolate for Water.
That was like 94, wasn't it?
That was like Water for Chocolate. It was
Like Water for Chocolate, yeah.
His fourth album.
Okay.
And, that was after Electric Circus.
That was best
And,
one.
the Carmen album. You know what I mean? With, I Used to Love Her.
Yeah.
And Cannonball Dollar was the first one. Then he was I Used to Love Her album. The one where he had nothing to do and all that shit. The best shit was True to the Loop with Your Precision. Cutting Classic Good Ass, but still go to the Vision. Over Your Mellow's house while his old girl was at work. Bust a spoolie on the spread, but still get some on your shirt. Like, that shit like that was the shit that I got more rhymes in the matter. I got folks. I got styles since I went to McDonald's wearing boats.
I was like 92, 91, 92, yeah.
Yeah, like he was like,
Honestly,
that was my man. I was fucking with him because he rapped about shit that I could really relate to. Who couldn't relate to if you went to public school talking about cutting classic good ass but still go to the Vision? But he also went to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I honestly didn't really. It's probably because of my age.
yeah,
but,
that was in '92, so you was a young kid.
yeah.
Like, he was,
But like I'm saying, I really didn't like. I listened to all his older stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, look at the fucking career I'm in. So you know, I didn't honestly start liking his music until B.
yeah, that's one of his best albums to me.
Could Kendrick survive the Dipset and the Nelly era?
No, it was a different moment then.
It's hard to say, dude. I'm like, I don't know.
It wasn't really about the lyrics so much.
Exactly,
It was more so about
Partying.
a chant and a party type groove. Like
I was just thinking that was one of the worst rap eras during that time. That 2002, the Dipset and all that.
You didn't like Dipset?
Nah.
I love Dipset.
Tell this mic off.
Joe Dipset. What?
You like them like that?
I like Cam.
I like Jules Santana. I like
about-
Cam.
You like Cam,
Wearing a
Jules?
pink jacket and all. It was just a gimmick to me.
We the same age, right?
That's all it was.
No, it was more than that. It was a
The Purple Haze shit.
It was a fulfilling era. I'm trying to tell y'all. It was an astonishing marketing era.
That's why they concerts be outside the Popeyes parking lot right now because all the niggas is some fucking dope fiends. All they fans is dope fans dying off. They got that's why they got these dialysis clinics all around the fucking city now.
You see that shit? They got dialysis.
What about
everywhere.
27 years old need 2 kidneys.
Popping?
Face fat as a fucking catch.
What era?
Nigga, you just say a 27-year-old need what?
2 kidneys. Drinking all this fucking syrup and lean, trying to be like Cam. And Jewel Santana, who ain't got a tooth in his head right now.
What about the South though?
Yeah,
The South got something to do with that shit, man.
Project Pat.
Lil Wayne too. Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah,
If you listen to Project Pat, you should have been digging the grave every time you listen to that shit.
I love Project Pat.
Give me a rewind. We're gonna come back to it. Give me a rewind. Did you finally listen? Did you finally listen to the Carter 5? Mm-hmm. And what's your thoughts?
You learn how to stay on one vowel syllable. Say it for the whole fucking song.
Have you listened to Carter 5 yet?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my. Try.
You said you don't listen to it. The album is trash.
I like it.
That's what people keep saying. I need to listen to it for myself, though.
Listen to it. I don't want to taint your ear, but from a production standpoint, production. He still got lyrics. He still can bring it. Production standpoint, the album is depressing and trash. And I don't blame him.
Did he?
Let me finish. He didn't produce none of it. He had 23 different producers. He had Swiss Beats on there. Now he got a fucking dance challenge going on now. Guess what he sampled? The G-Dep special delivery record and now everybody's doing the fucking chicken head or whatever that fucking dance was back then. That special delivery
Chicken soup.
Yeah, they're doing all that kind of that dance that made a comeback now. Everybody's doing that now. Look up it, hashtag uproar challenge. But I'm trying to tell you this now. The album was trash. It was depressed. I don't blame him for it. I blame Birdman and Slim because they depressed that boy so fucking much for them last 4 or 5 years before this album came out. He was so depressed. He didn't know how to pick beats. And you could tell. He talking about, I fire a nigga up, pop, 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 and all this kind of shit. And the song is like it's like a Young and the Restless theme song. That's how bad this shit is. You have to listen to yourself. You might like it. To me, it's not mixtape Wheezy. He didn't pick the right beats. And I'm one of the persons that loves production.
What's the one with Mrs. Officer on it? That's Carter 3, right?
It could be. I'm not sure.
The Carter 3, I think is. I think that's the Carter 3. That's when I stopped buying his albums. Cause the Carter 3 to me at the time I was like a big Wayne fan.
That's 10 years old. Yeah, that's the Carter 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, rewind. Why you don't like Project Pat? Walk, chicken head.
Exactly. I don't need no shit like that.
Good googly.
No. All that shit.
Sicko.
Only song I really liked from them niggas down in Memphis was Lay It Down, Lay It Down.
That's A-Ball MJK.
They from Memphis, Tennessee.
MJG.
When any lady that know the last verse of MJG, 30 buses in my yard, talking shit about a bitch, can't beat a bitch's family, but they doing 30 tricks, talking about why I meet that hoe, fuck the hoe. I'm in love. If she know all the words to that, I'm in love. You have to know that. Because you got a ratchet side on you that hasn't been tapped into. And I done watched the bitch mouth that off, and I done sent her a Long Island. Like, cause that's usually like the last song of the fucking party.
At Francis?
At any club I'm in, like, play that song.
Lay it down.
Yeah.
You hoes, lay it down.
I said my mom was a trick hoe, so I'm knowing them condoms.
Hey.
Crime Boss and feeling love.
All bullshit aside, Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Now on Apple Podcasts, now on SoundCloud, now on Pocket Cast, wherever you hear, on Anchor, or wherever you hear podcasts at. Download, subscribe, leave a comment. Shout out, before you do that, shout out to Sound Guy Mike, thank you.
Always a pleasure, fellas.
Shout out to my man Z-Man finally getting on the mic. On the camera work, hopefully he gets the angles and edits in and zooms in on niggas and shit like that when we making our points. Shout out to Delcy, I miss you tonight. Sour Dutch, holla. Magic Mike, take us out.
If it is to be, it's to be up to you, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all keep
No, do the child support one, man. Get the fuck out of here,
I don't
man.
remember that shit. I don't remember that.
Go ahead.
If it is to be, it's to be up to you. Y'all keep supporting us, man. We appreciate all of y'all. Y'all listening. Y'all share this shit. Jessica, I'm gonna get out there to Vegas. I gotta go see my daughter, Brittany. And I'm gonna slide on you. Hang out with you a little bit. And we gotta get to Florida. We gotta go get to see Onika, man. We gotta go see her.
Yeah.
And then we gotta go watch some deals with my man up in Jersey.
Yeah.
I gotta make some rounds, man. So I said I was gonna start traveling more with my daughter, get out. She out.
Yeah, you can go.
She
got
doing good. She got jobs.
Shit.
Yeah. You know, I'll file for free anyway.
Right.
United, first class.
Stand by him like a motherfucker.
It don't make a difference. I give that motherfucker for free. I will stay there for 3 days in there. I'll fly for free. I'll fly for it.
Just to fly for free, you stay there 3 days?
Yeah, man. Shit, dude.
Where's she working at now?
Who?
Your dog.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Cole's warehouse.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so she working. She like her daddy. She gonna work.
Yeah.
She gave up the mixed martial arts thing.
No, she gonna do that shit. She ain't no fighter. She like her mama. She ain't no fighter. She a whooper like her daddy.
Yeah.
Talk a motherfucker down. Bitch! What the fuck? She ain't bitch!
Hey, look.
I got a gun! I got a bazooka. Oh, Lord.
Like, once again, I want to say shout out to Big Squeeze O, Gizzarelli.
Y'all was together the other day, huh? You and Squeeze on?
Yeah. That was me and Squeezo from Squeezo with the FAMU down there. Shout out to FAMU that always be on HBCU Confessions. We can get to none of the questions tonight and everything. I just wanted to have a good conversation, good talk.
Jamal starts this same shit in the barbershop with this J. Cole and all this shit. Like, he loves this type of shit. He can talk about this shit till 18 o'clock in the morning, but not tonight. Come on, let's go.
DJ Heineken, aka Magic Mike, wouldn't play Lil Baby Drip Harder. That Lil Baby and Young Gunna, Drip Harder. It's a hot record.
What song is that?
Drip Harder by Lil Baby and Young Gunna.
What's the other song?
Lil Gunna or
The
something
other
like
song
that.
he kept singing the other day in the shop.
Wham, wham, wham. Bitch, I'm a baby.
That song there.
That's with Drake.
What the fuck is that? And the other one, it's another song he kept singing the other day.
I don't know, man.
Man, Black singing the shit the whole day.
By who?
Some dude it's on the radio now, man. It's
The Juice WRLD Kid, Lil Uzi.
what's that? Juice WRLD Kid. What's the name of the song?
I'm doing shadows in my heart, some shit like that. I don't know.
No, not that shit.
I mean, Juice WRLD's from Chicago.
There's some other stuff.
Juice
man.
WRLD.
I think I know what
I
you're
thought
talking about. I can't remember.
that's love that I gave you. I thought that was Post Malone this whole time.
It's
Juice
on
WRLD.
me, baby.
I don't know who
Yellow,
the fuck-
Yellow
Yeah,
Beezy.
yeah.
Yeah, that song.
I broke him. I broke that record here
Yeah,
on this
that's-
podcast.
And you wonder why I need to hear rap transfer at the end of the day.
Oh, girl, I'm sorry.
That's good music.
Pop it.
Fucking it.
Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Bombs.